Welcome back to Bad Flashes, where all your dreams, nightmares, and diarrhea can come true. Why diarrhea? I don't know. I just have to think of clever things to say to you so I can get your attention. Is diarrhea clever? If you have a sense of humor like a child, yes. Fun fact, I drink wine out of the same glass every single time. I went to a film fest. It was free. Rosé all day. Anyway, we're going to talk about Pro Image 100 today. Kodak's professional film, or so they think. Cue the music! So, what if I started out this review saying, sure, whatever, okay, I guess. Does that help? I don't know. Pro Image is a C41 chemical developing film. It's a negative. I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you guys know what C41 is. I'm sure you know what chemicals are. I'm sure you know what film is. Have you come to the right channel? Did you think I was going to talk about Doritos again? Whatever. I forgot to look up something, so I'm going to look it up right now. Oh, on this monitor over here. Awkward. Side note, now that I developed my own 35mm films, I'm going to be making these sweet keychains. So, if you want one, hit me up. Figure out some sort of trade, some barter system or whatever, you know. You give me something, I give you this. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so I'm going to start this review by saying one positive. The price. So you can get this for like $4.50. One roll for $4.50. That's pretty good considering Portra's... Shit, what is Portra now? $7 a roll? Yeah. Portra about $7 a roll or something like that, depending on where you get it. So yeah, $4.5 is pretty good. So you can get a 5-pack for like $24. Except for do not go to Urban Outfitters, you fucking hipster. That shit is way too much money there. $45? Ugh, disgusting. If you buy a camera at Urban Outfitter, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Go to a real store, like all of us. eBay. So, that's a positive. I've been shooting Pro Image 100 for a few months now with multiple different cameras. I've used it on my Olympus review, if you saw that video. That kind of has a different style. I shot it with my Minolta in a few different locations with my Russian Helios 44, what is it? 44 lens. Helios 44-2? I don't know, it's 58, whatever. This is my favorite lens. Yeah, so I shot it with my Minolta X700, which I'll do a review about someday. And I also shot a roll with a Minolta Weathermatic from my friend 50 Shades of Jason, the JK, the Jason Cumberfeld OG, the Grainy Days. I think you know him. Of course you know. Now go check out his channel. Now. No, I mean, okay. Watch this and then go check out his channel. You know. So I think with the 3 different cameras that I put this film through, it kind of gives different looks and different variants, and some I like, some I don't. Some of the first Pro 100 images that I took was my trip up north for the 4th of July. I met a bunch of my girlfriend's longtime friends, and then we ended up going tubing down a river. I've been tubing since I was 12. But the cool thing about that Weathermatic was I fell off that raft like a billion times. And, fun fact, for all you people out there in the world, basically waterproof. Who would have known that? Film in here, completely unexposed, fell off the raft. Film came out dry. Now you know. While I was up at the Russian River, I took a walk, took some photos with Minolta. Those are pretty. So here you go. Take a look. Have fun. First thing I gotta say about this film is that it's very muted from something, say, like Portra, or, I mean, it's nothing compared to a Velvia or a Provia. Like, shit is like black and white compared to that. One thing I've kind of noticed from this film is that it doesn't fog well. And what I mean by fog well is like, if you're going to shoot into the sun and the flare it doesn't flare well. There we go. Another thing I've noticed with this film is that it doesn't flare well. When you shoot into the sun or something and the flare kind of lifts your blacks, it kind of looks a little muddy in my opinion, and I'm not a huge fan of what that does. It also doesn't really deal with overexposure well. It doesn't have a good latitude. I don't know how many stops it has, but it's definitely not something like, do not expect portrait level results from this film at all, which is fine. You're paying half the price almost. So it's, I don't know, it says professional, but is it professional? I don't know. But, you slap a pro label on anything and you can get away with murder. Professional murder! Not working with a lot on the highlights there. When it comes to the Minolta with the Pro Image film, I really actually like the results. Now, it's muted, which is fine. I really like what the muted tones was doing to my images for the pictures that I got. It really works well with that earth tones and the greens and the browns. I think this film probably works the best when you can control all the aspects. When you expose for the shadows and expose for the highlights and then maybe take a reading between the two. When it gets to something like the Olympus or even the Weathermatic, you can't let this thing go willy-nilly. You can't just put it into one of these cameras with no control and expect it to do anything noteworthy. In that case, you're kind of like, you either get a good color or you kind of don't get a good color. Aesthetically, I'm not really happy with the Weathermatic's photos. They're okay. It's more of a memory piece for me. I'm not bothered by it because of that. I wanted it to be a shitty film and a waterproof camera to take photos of friends. So, it is what it was. If you're looking for muted colors and you know what to expect from it, then that's what it is. It's not a really versatile film, but when you know how to control it, it's not bad. I'm drinking now, because that wasn't bad. That was a good soundbite. Not that I've done a Kodak Color Plus review yet. The colors are a little bit more maybe not accurate. I think the Color Plus colors are a little bit more vibrant than the Pro Image. And you may get around the same latitude. And this is not professional, by the way. This is not a professional. Like, I didn't hang charts and crank levels up and down like being alone on a Sunday. But overall, yeah, for the price, for what you can expect, the taste is really up to you. I'm just laying it out there. Putting it on a platter. I bet I can't put it on a sushi girl. Well, join me next time where I try desperately to get you to buy my merch. I don't want to